We left Edinburgh about 10 to 10 on the train, and it took about just under 4 hours to get to London, to get to the centre. And I decided I'd take the train because I love trains, and I think it probably goes back to the early childhood memory of loving Thomas the Tank Engine, so I think that's probably why I chose it. Sometimes I wish I didn't actually live in Edinburgh in Scotland, because there's so much of Scotland that I'd like to visit myself, like just mainly the centre, so, you know. But it is lovely, and I love trains, as I mentioned. We were staying in a place called the International Hotel, and I was quite surprised because they had a buffet, and I'm not really open to foreign foods, but I surprisingly was with that, so it all worked out for the best, I suppose. It's so surreal to be in London doing this, because you grew up watching films set in London, and then here you are, it's in the big city, yo. It probably sounds like a total tourist joke, but it's true. I mean, here we are in London. I got the idea for the book because I'm a huge fan of Florence and the Machine, guilty. So I'm a member of their Facebook page, a Facebook page, and I think it's called the Florence and the Machine Army, and they did a similar project, and basically, well, she has Twitter, so it's a lot easier for them to get, not thanks, but recognised for it, so I thought, well, why don't I do the same thing for Matt, and it worked. Yay. This is the book, and I love it, and I do. Look, it says Geronimo on the back, because that's his catchphrase. So, I thought I might just read, there is a typo in the first page, it says where instead of where. I know, I don't get it either. Scottish education. So the intro to the book begins with my own personal message. Hello, old friend. Here we are on the first page. This book is to thank you for 4 wonderful and unforgettable years as the 11th Doctor. This book is to remind you that wherever you are, Doctor Who and its fans are always with you. This book is to make you happy in times of sadness. This book is to make you remember. Because, if you're going to go, remember what you're leaving behind. Remember the best. You are the best. Absolutely love the fan art, and I think it's just amazing to see what the fans are actually capable of, and to give them credit for it in such a unique way, and to show it to the Doctor himself, Matt himself, just how much he's become a part of the show. And I love it, and I hope he loves it, even if he loves it half as much as I do. I feel it was worth it, and I feel that perhaps we achieved something here, and perhaps, you know, it will one day be recognised, and one day be the reason that he returns to Doctor Who in the 100th anniversary. Who knows? Who knows? We were to arrive at the Excel for about 10 o'clock in the morning, no, 9 o'clock, and it was packed, very packed. I felt a bit sardined, if that's not a word it is now. I'm not an idiot. when it came to the actual event, we walked through like a 1960s old-fashioned street, which was sort of intertwined with the BBC television studios at the time, and I think it had all just been built specifically with this in mind, and it was wonderful to sort of like actually travel back in time, and it was lovely. I mean, none of the doors opened. I didn't dare try though, in case I broke something, and it was lovely to see that, and I wasn't expecting it at all. And the actual entrance into the exhibition was through 2 metal doors that were like scrapyard doors. I am foreman on them, and it was wonderful. It was lovely. It was great. It was a real proper tribute. Hello, so today is November the 24th, so it's been a whole 24 hours since the Day of the Doctor. So today was the day that Matt was to get his book, and I say was to, but he did get it. What can I say? It wasn't without its flaws, and I think I'm probably banned from the XL Arena in London, so no Christmas shopping. So it was complicated because there was a panel session and Matt was at it, and I was going to ask him if I could go up and give it to him, and they had a quick Q&A session, and that was going to be my question: can I come up and give you this book? But unfortunately there was this American girl, and in all fairness, she had already asked a question in the previous panel group, but we won't. And she had made this t-shirt for Matt, apparently on her plane to London. And I don't know how you can make a t-shirt on her. I'm only laughing at this fact of her sitting on the airplane with her needle and thread, and knitting a wee t-shirt on an airplane, just sort of humming. So yeah, she kind of stole our thunder, and she got to go up and give it to him. So that was it, really. So basically, I did manage to get to give it to him, but I did it by, and in all fairness, I didn't know I was going backstage. I just thought it was a black curtain, because people were going in and out of it. So I gave it to him, and I snuck backstage. He was there, and I just basically went, Matt, I have some present for you. Here is the book, take it. So we have no pictures, no videos, no proof, but it did happen. So take my word for it. I guess you have to be gracious in defeat, I suppose, and I did what I came to do. So, you know, yes, I'd have liked to have done it more graciously and sort of more organised, but you know, you can't help it. So I did my best, and I hope that, I mean, he might do a video saying he got it, and he might not, so who knows. Who knows. But thank you to everyone who put messages in, and I hope that he gets a chance to read it. And I sat next to a woman in the audience who knew about the book, and her son put a message in. It didn't get in, but yeah, she was kind of fangirling, I was kind of fanboying, and there was a lot of fan stuff going on. So yeah, and I know I would have liked to give it to him and have it filmed for people, but it's done now, so I'm just a bit worried about that painting up there, because it might be bigger on the inside and I don't want anything to happen, so who knows. So yes, it might not have been the method I'd have used to give him his book, but like I said, I had a mission, I came here for a reason and I did it, and we got to have a trip to London out of it and got to meet lots of people from Doctor Who, so I feel like I achieved something either way. Doesn't matter if there's no video of him getting it. All that was left to do now was just board the train back to Edinburgh